Good morning students. Today we will learn division of integers and its properties. First we will divide the absolute value and then we will give the sign to the quotient. But what should be the sign? The sign will depend on if the dividend and the divisor have same sign, then the positive sign will be in the quotient, and if dividend and divisor has opposite sign, then negative sign will be in the quotient. It is given by SPON. So what is division? We already know that division is inverse of multiplication. Now in case of integers, we have to follow two steps. First is we have to divide the absolute values, and the second step is we have to decide the sign of the quotient. How you will decide? By this. If the same sign is there in dividend and divisor, then the quotient will have a positive sign, and if opposite sign is there in dividend and divisor, then the quotient will have negative sign. Let's see the example. Minus 108 divided by 12. So what is 108 divided by 12? It is 9. And since the dividend is negative and the divisor is positive, so opposite sign negative integer, so the quotient will be negative. Minus 108 divided by minus 12. See, both the dividend and the divisor has negative sign, so our quotient is positive. Answer is 9. Then we have 108 divided by minus 12. Again we have opposite signs in both dividend and divisor respectively, so our quotient has negative sign, minus 9. And 108 divided by 12, that means the dividend and divisor has same sign, so answer is plus 9. Okay, so we have learned the quotient sign, but why is it so? Let's understand it with the help of a number line. You have seen a number line. Now in a question, the dividend is the destination where this man has to go. The divisor is the number of steps this man will be jumping in one step, and in how many steps he will reach his destination, that is our quotient. Now the sign of the quotient tells us whether the man has jumped forward or backward, and the sign in this divisor, it tells us the direction in which the man will be facing. Now see the first question, 6 divided by 2. So the man has to reach to this point plus 6 in 2 steps at a time. So surely he should be facing in the forward direction. This is our plus sign. So this man should be facing in the forward direction. So in 1, 2 and 3 steps, the man reached to his destination. So what is our answer? Our answer is plus 3. But what will happen when he has to reach 6? But he should be facing in the opposite direction. He should be facing towards the negative sign. So what he will do? He will turn his face. Okay? He should face to the negative side, and for reaching 6, he has to jump backwards. So 6 divided by minus 2 is equal to minus 3. Got it? Now let's start with the properties of division. What happens when we divide two integers? What we get? For example, 10 divided by 2 is 5. But 16 divided by 6, it's a mixed fraction, 2, 4 by 6. 7 divided by 11 is an fraction. So if we divide an integer by another integer, we always don't get an integer, right? So first property states us that closure property is not followed under division. When an integer is divided by other non-zero integer, the quotient cannot always be an integer. Okay. Now, when an integer is divided by 1, what happens? The quotient is the integer itself. For example, 12 divided by 1 is 12, minus 3 divided by 1 is minus 3. Whatever number is divided by 1, we get that integer only. So when we divide an integer by 1, the quotient is always an integer. Okay. So this is the property of 1, which is our second property. Similarly, third property tells us that a divided by minus a is minus 1, minus a divided by a is minus 1, and a divided by minus 1 is minus a. Okay. Now what happens when 0 is divided by any positive or negative integer? We always get 0 as a quotient. 0 divided by 9 is also 0 and 0 divided by minus 10 is also 0. So property 4 is if 0 is divided by any non-zero integer, the result is always 0. Next, let's check whether commutative property is followed in division or not. 10 divided by 2 is 5, but is 2 divided by 10 same? 2 divided by 10 is 1 by 5. So, A divided by B is not same as B divided by A. So, commutative property is not followed in case of division of integers. Now, let's check with associative property. 40 divided by 4 in bracket divided by 2 is not same as 40 divided by in bracket 4 divided by 2. So associative property is also not followed in case of division of integers. Okay. So let's have a quick revision. A divided by B may or may not be an integer. A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. 0 divided by A is always 0. A divided by 1 is equal to A. And A divided by B in bracket divided by C is not equal to A divided by in bracket B divided by C. Right? Now let's start with exercise 4e. We have to divide. So 85 divided by minus 17. Simply divide 85 by 17. It is 5. And since the divisor is minus, so our answer will be minus 5. Minus 72 divided by 18. Divide the absolute value. It is 4. And since the dividend is minus 72, so the quotient will be minus 4. Minus 80 divided by 16, minus 5. Minus 121 divided by 11, minus 11. 108 divided by minus 12, minus 9. Hope you can understand by the examples given here. Okay, go through them and do it in the classwork copy. See the seventh sum, minus 76 divided by minus 19. Same sign, both are same sign, so our answer is plus 4. Minus 147 divided by minus 27. Both have same negative sign, so the answer is plus 7. Okay. Similarly, minus 639 divided by minus 71, answer is 9. And minus 15,625 divided by minus 125, after division we are getting 125. Remember that you have to show the division in your classwork copy. You will be showing them. The long division, you will be showing all the divisions properly. I have done it for you, but you will be showing me the divisions in the classwork copy. Now question number 2 is the fill up the blanks. 80 divided by its blank and it's written minus 5. So 80 will be divided by minus 5 and we will get minus 16. Similarly, the rest of the sums are being done for you. Please go through them. If you have any doubt, you will be asking me. Now let's start with exercise 4F, question number 14. The sum of two integers is minus 25. If one of them is 30, then the other is. Let x be the other integer. So x plus 30 is minus 25. So x will be minus 25 minus 30. 30 is changing the side. So x will be minus 55. Question number 15. Sum of two integers is 20. One of them is minus 5. Other is. So here x plus in bracket minus 5. It's 20. That means x minus 5 is 20 and x will be 25. Minus 5 going to the other side. Then it is becoming 20 plus 5. Then 16. The sum of two integers is minus 13. One of them is 8. Then the other. So x plus 8 is minus 13. So x is equal to minus 13 minus 8. That is equal to minus 21. Hope you have understood this type of problems. Now next come to question number 19. Minus 6 plus 4 minus minus 3. Here we have to first solve the bracket. So it will be minus 6 plus 4 plus 3. Now we will be adding them. Minus 6 plus 7. So it will be 1. Okay. Question number 20. 6 minus minus 4. So there are two negative sign. It will be 6 plus 4. That is equal to 10. Question number 23. On subtracting minus 9 from minus 6. From minus 6. So minus 6 will be written before. So it's minus 6 minus minus 9. That is minus 6 plus 9. That is 3. Then next question is on subtracting minus 5 from 10. So it is 10 minus minus 5. It will be 15. 10 plus 5, 15. Next question number 25 is minus 6 into 9. Of course, it's very easy. It's minus 54. Then next come to question number 26. Minus 9 into 6 plus minus 9 into 4. We will be using the distributive property. So using distributive law, minus 9 into 6 plus 4 is equal to minus 9 into 10. That is minus 90. So please complete all the sums and get ready for your test. Okay. Today's activity by Mariam and Dhanya.
Hello friends, today we will know that while dividing integers, what should be the sign and why is it so. So let's get started. Sign in the divisor shows which man to choose. The plus sign is equal to a forward jump. The minus sign is equal to a backward jump. The plus sign or the minus sign in the divisor shows which side the man will be facing. And dividend is equal to destination of man and divisor is equal to number of steps man is jumping. So, we have got a positive man here who's always facing the positive end of the number line and a negative man here who's always facing the negative end of the number line. Let's take an example. A positive 6 divided by a positive 2. As you can see, the positive sign tells us that we have to use the positive man and we have to face towards the positive end, taking 2 steps at a time, and we always start from 0. So, 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. So, as we are taking forward jumps, the answer should be a positive 3. Now, the next example, a positive 6 divided by a negative 2. This negative sign shows that we have to use the negative man and take backward steps. So, we are starting from 0, taking 2 steps at a time. 1 step, 2 steps, and 3 steps. And as we are jumping backwards and we took 3 steps, so the answer is negative 3. Now the third example, a negative 6 divided by a positive 2. The positive sign shows us that we have to face the positive side taking the positive man. And of course, we have to take backwards jumps, taking 2 at a time. 1, 2, 3 steps. And we took backward steps, so the answer should be a negative 3. Now the fourth example, a negative 6 divided by a negative 2. This negative sign here tells that we have to use the negative man and facing the negative end of the number line. So and the destination is -6, taking 2 steps at a time. 1 steps, 2 steps, 3 steps. So as we were taking forward steps, the answer should be a positive 3. The shortcut method. See, in this question, here is written 10 divided by 5. Now we know that the both numbers are positive integers. Our answer is what? Yes, plus 2. Now in this question, here is written 10 divided by minus 5. Now we have here 2 signs. One plus sign and one minus sign. We have to hide this. Okay. Now what is left? Only minus sign. Our answer is minus 2. Here is written minus 10 divided by 5. We have to hide this sign. One plus and one minus. Now what is left? Again minus sign. Answer is minus 2. Now here is written minus 10 divided by minus 5. Now we know that the both numbers are negative integers. We have to hide this both minus sign. Okay. Now what is left? Only plus sign. Now our answer is plus 2.
Hope you all enjoyed and understood this. Thank you.